what's next? Oh yeah, we got lights for over here. Okay, that's high. And then I believe these stay on, yeah, because the rear doors are open, they're on low right now. So there's high, there's low. On the other side, they're off, you'll see. There's low, and then there's high. Oh, I got one out. I got extra bulbs. I will swap. You know what though, I bet you sometimes if you just kind of, no, that's out. All right, I have an extra bulb. I will replace that to make it perfect. I do aspire to sell a problem-free ambulance to my customers. Okay, then we have oxygen. Now this is a unique feature. The oxygen switch, if you look over here, you have you can see how much is in the tank right there. There's no tank, so it's 0. But so you got your oxygen tank. It'll show you how much is in there. Now, see how it says on here on the emergency bypass valve? If you want to, you don't have to use it this way, but if you want to, there's a little solenoid back here. No oxygen will flow until you hit the oxygen button, and then that triggers the relay back there and allows the flow of oxygen. If you don't want to use it that way, you can just turn it off, and then the switch just becomes, and it doesn't work, it just disables that. It's just constantly flowing no matter what. What's kind of cool about it is if you're in an accident or there's some kind of, I don't know, problem with your oxygen, or if you have a leak, if you don't run a lot of calls and you notice like day to day you're losing 500 psi overnight, then you can keep it on and use the switch so it'll only start sucking out the oxygen unless you flip the switch, because most of the leaks are going to be from here outward. There's back behind here is the oxygen manifold, and then that shoots oxygen over to that side, and there's more connections. And those are where it usually leaks. From here to the tank is a really short run, and it's an uninterrupted, unspliced run. So that's unlikely that would be the source of your leak. So there's that. Then we have the exhaust fan. Now, obviously, I think everyone knows what that does is when there's horrible smells back here, that evacuates those odors. So there's 2 vents. There's one by the AC, and then there's this one right here. There's that. And then you got your suction, and then you got your suction regulator here. And so I'll just put my finger over the hole. And then you can, if you want to increase or decrease the amount, you just turn that black knob, and that does that. Then we got power door locks, my favorite feature. Let me close this door so you can see the little doodad moving up and down. Whoops, wrong button. See that? So you got that, and then on the back door, you close it. There's also a button over here too. Let me close this. I'll use this one over here. You can see that little. So, power door locks are pretty cool. It unlocks all the exterior compartments too. So, it's just convenient that, once you hit unlock, everything's unlocked. So, and then there's a BP cuff up there, and there's 2 O2 outlets. This is there was a monitor mounted there that ties into the hospital system here. It tells you if, facilities on diversion, or if they're ER saturated, or if you're looking at an EDAP facility or something like that. It'll show you your closest facility and how many beds they have available, basically. So that's we just left that there. If you have something similar, you can put it there. Is there anything I forgot to get to? I think it's everything. So let's jump in the cab. I'm going to give you a look under the undercarriage real quick. You can see very clean. No rust. Tires are in great shape. Let me show you. You can see there's plenty of tread there. You can also see back there, you can see the frame is in great condition. And even the leaf springs, which are always rusty, there's really minimal oxidation on the leaf springs. And then up here, see that. And then these are pretty cool. These are low profile Whelen. These burn red. And they kind of just blend into the grill because they have the little chrome bezel and they're so small. But those are pretty cool. There's that. Okay, so let's get in the cab. I'm going to turn this thing around so we're not facing into the sun. Every time I make a video, I forget to do that. And then I get the sun blasting. Alright, so let's just move this over to a different spot. Want to hit that other ambulance. Alright, so let's just go right over here. Okay, so here is the, let me get out. We'll pretend like we were never in there. Alright, how about this? Here's the driver's door panel, which is in great shape. Usually that pocket's busted off. The floor's in phenomenal shape. Most of the time there's a heel hole right in the middle of the floor. And the seats are in great shape. And the armrests are not broken, which seems like that's always the case too. So you got, oh yeah, here's a spotlight. So if you're trying to find, an address, you can handheld the spotlight. Center console, place for patient care reports, and then the top is aluminum if you want to mount, I don't know, something else in here, radios or cup holders or something. You can totally do that. There's a fire extinguisher behind the passenger seat. There's a map light right here, and that gets turned on. Oh, you can see it's got a dimmer switch too, so if you want to dim it down, you can do that. So again, these Motorola radios that are up here, they're brand new, but I don't need them, so they're staying in the ambulance, and if you want to use those, that's great. So there's all the switches, quite a few of them, but they all have a purpose, and in my opinion, you can never have too many switches. If I had my way, I would have more switches. So that was the air conditioning. Let me close my door. So the AC obviously works, so I'll turn it back on. And we'll see. You can probably hear that coming out. So you've got, the temperature climate control thing. You got your fan speed selector, low, 2 medium settings, and a high. It's on max AC. You got normal AC. You can hear the actuator door moving, and you got vent, off, floor, mix, and defrost. All right, so there's that. I'll leave it off so you can hear me. The radio, I think it was already on. All right, there's a radio. Let me see if I can zoom in on the odometer here. So we got here 96,931, right? Almost 97,000, which is nothing for diesel. And then no check engine light or anything like that. There is a seat belt light that's flashing, or airbag light, and that's because we had taken the seat out to make a repair. There was a tear on the seam. So that is the seat belt. We'll clear it. It's a seat belt tensioner code that's throwing up there. But there's no check engine light or service engine soon light. Just a seat belt code. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, so we got the regular Ford horn. Let me roll my window down a little bit. So there's the Ford horn, and then there's power windows. Obviously, I think everything has power windows nowadays. There's that. And you got your door locks, and then you've got your power mirror. So let me go. Here's this mirror. If you just want to look over there, I'll move the mirror around. Alright, there's that side, and then if you look over there, there's that mirror, which is the best thing ever invented. I mean, when I was working on an ambulance, it was, power mirrors were just coming out, and it was such a pain. If that mirror over there wasn't right, it was horrible. So you got cruise control. Obviously, I can't show you that, but it does work. Let's see, what else is up here? We did we got the windshield wipers. All right, here we go. So we got the windshield wipers. I don't think there's any water in the bottle. So you got, super fast, million settings in the middle, and there's that. And then the turn signals and stuff, this all work. Let me see. There it is up there, that side over there. The hazards, and they both go on. Okay, and then, what else? Let's get into this stuff here. My thing's out of focus. Let's see, why is that out of focus? Did I hit something? Why is that? Let me pause this for a minute.